And I want to touch on something you mentioned here about highly motivated students. Um, what does your personal life need to look like to be in a good place for success in this program, maybe compared to the level of commitment that the diploma required? How do you maintain that motivation with such a rigorous program like this?
That's interesting. I mean, I think for me, when I was in the diploma program, you know, I mean, well, even in the diploma program, right? Everybody's in the diploma program because they find wine just fascinating, right? And so I just never felt like I got to the point where I wanted to stop learning about it. It's just this, kind of fascinating subject, and you're never going to learn everything. And that's one of the things that I enjoy about it. And you just, I mean, you kind of, you sort of have to make time for it, and there are, there's like what, I've heard lots of people talk about active studying versus passive studying, and they both can be important. And, active studying is that like taking notes on a note card. Passive studying is maybe like when you're just like, I'm making note cards, maybe you watch a documentary, something like that. And then maybe when you're watching that documentary, since you're going to need examples, if somebody's doing something really interesting in that documentary, you write down, oh, well, so-and-so does this because of this, and then you got an example out of it. And I think the other way to, help maintain both motivation and maybe accountability also is through maintain connecting with other students. And if you're having like a terrible week and you just didn't get your outline done, you know what, we've all been there. And so don't beat yourself up about it, and you can still log on and listen to other people share their outlines, share your maybe you've got a great example that illustrates a point they, weren't able to find one for, or, just feedback like that. And so just kind of creating those, signposts where you can sort of maintain some kind of a routine. And so, and I mean, like, I had an MW tell me that when she really, she spent a few years in the program, and when she really wanted to buckle down and really, really focus on passing, she would get up every morning at 5:30 and taste 3 wines. You know what I mean? That's pretty early.
That's pretty early to be tasting wines.